to me.
Greetings, my little lovelies. I hope I find you all well again, and as usual feeling tickety-boo. Now, how are you all getting on with this lockdown? My son has completely taken over the TV and the remote, so if you hear any loud noise, it'll be him messing about with the remote. Now you've been warned. Right, we've got 3 marvellous new videos for you today. The first one is about a chap called James and his near-death experience. The second one is very interesting, all about the last witch to be jailed in the UK. And the third and final one is a bit of a mind-boggler. I wonder what you'll make of it. It's a woman who married a 300-year-old spirit. Yes, you heard me right, a 300-year-old spirit. Now what do you all make of that? Let's find out, shall we? Let's crack on! A man who had a near-death experience while undergoing surgery claimed he felt a jolt from God, which made him feel at one with the universe. The person, who just gives his name as James, said that while undergoing surgery following a heart attack, he believes he caught a glimpse of the afterlife. James explained how his experience did not seem to have a beginning, but I just seemed to become aware, he said. During his near-death experience, James stated that there was a complete nothingness before he felt a physical jolt, which James believes came from God. At that point, James said, he became at one with the universe. Writing for the Near-Death Experience Research Foundation, James said, "I was in a total black, lightless and noiseless void. Somehow I was given a choice. I don't know who or what gave me the choice. It was more like I just knew it was a choice. If I chose to go to the right, I knew there was peace and serenity. I could feel it. On the left was my life, which was like a road of broken glass. I thought of my wife and made the decision that I wasn't ready to go right yet. As soon as I thought of my family, I felt a physical jolt. That was a very physical sensation. It was much different than the experience so far. When I had the jolt, I knew instantly that was a touch from God. In that moment, I felt a connection to everything that did or ever would exist. It was like seeing the fabric of space and reality. It was like seeing all of creation and feeling unity with it. For some reason, I associate the word purple with this, but I have no idea why. After the jolt and joining the universe, I followed what I thought to be my wife's voice calling me. I followed it out of the darkness and back into the world." That's an experience from James, folks. As usual, let us know your thoughts. The battleship Barham was torpedoed by the Germans in November 1941 with the loss of over 800 lives. The Admiralty delayed announcing the news to maintain morale. But the secrecy was ended within a few days when medium Helen Duncan told a couple during a séance that their son, a sailor on the ship, had appeared from the spirit world to tell them that it had sunk. In one of the most bizarre acts of the Second World War, Mrs. Duncan was accused of leaking military secrets and became the last woman jailed as a witch in the UK. Now, campaigners want an official pardon for the Scottish-born woman who had 6 children and spent 9 months in Holloway Prison in North London. Despite all the controversy, Mrs. Duncan reputedly numbered Winston Churchill and George VI among her clients. Churchill denounced the case against her as absolute tomfoolery, and he also visited her in prison. The Barham, a 29,000-ton battleship, was hit by 3 German torpedoes in the Mediterranean on November the 25th, 1941. The ship went down within minutes with the loss of 861 lives. Mrs. Duncan died in 1956, soon after being arrested again in a police raid on a séance that she was doing. Despite calls for her to be exonerated, the Criminal Case Review Commission rejected a petition for her to be pardoned, saying it would not be in the public interest. As usual, folks, let us know your thoughts on the last witch to be jailed in the UK. Amanda T. Gay claims that her 300-year-old significant other was an energy vampire who tried to kill her. The remarkable tale was recently featured on the UK TV show This Morning, where she explained that she had married a pirate husband named Jack during a ceremony at sea. I had started on the road to spirituality, she said, in 2010 after my son died. I really wanted to know what was out there, and it gave me a link to the other side. I never heard Jack or seen him in a physical spirit. It was only 5 years after I started doing the mediumship that he presented himself. We just started to talk a lot. Soon, however, she began to question the decision to marry the spirit. She went on to say, "The first time that I noticed anything was a couple of months after we got married," she said. "My health started to decline. Lots of bad luck started happening to me. This went on for almost 2 years, to the point where I ended up with sepsis last year and I almost died. The reason, she believes, was because Jack was in fact an energy vampire who bled her dry. I realised that it definitely was him, and I had an exorcism in December last year to be free of it." There is a video on YouTube, folks, of the actual TV interview. If you search for the UK TV show This Morning and type in a name, you should be able to find it. It's quite a bizarre story, and as usual, let us know your thoughts. Welcome back, my little lovelies. What do you make of them? Let us know. Keep everything nice and clean and tickety-boo with your comments. Marvellous. Now, I'd like to welcome all the new subscribers. Thanks a lot. I hope you enjoy it. Now, that's all from me for this episode. Until next time, my little lovelies, take care and stay safe. Ta-ta, my little lovelies. Ta-ta!